Yo, what's up, guys? I'm here to just do a little quick recap of the online treasure cup that I placed ninth in. So I got top 16. I got the Tashigi and the Luffy. It's pretty cool. Gonna do a little recap. So start off with what I played. I played Green Zoro here, and I'll just go through the deck list. It's pretty standard for the most part. We got 4 Perona. That's just the searchers, which is basically everything in the deck. We have 4 Hiyori. Again, this is the same thing as a searcher, but you can activate it for 1 as well. Searches everything in the deck. 4 Koshiro. It's a chump blocker, and it's protection for the 5 cost or lower slash characters from KO. 4 Koina, very good on 4, lets you pressure their early bodies while also getting to swing with lead. I have 3 of the 4 cost Zoro, specifically for the mirror. I thought I was going to run into a lot of Zoro online. I ended up only playing 1, but usually people only play 2. I like 3. 4 Tashigi, it's like the best card in the deck. It's a 5 for 7 body, which is like insane, and just lets you attach 3 rested to your leader. We got 4 Cav. It's like if you don't have Tashigi, hopefully you have the Cav to play, or if their board has nothing to rest, then you can just play the Cav to set it up. Very good. I'm playing for the Mihawk. Re stands for Dawn. It's a blocker. Just very Dawn efficient. And you want to be using leader effect every turn, so you need that Dawn to attach. Very good. Playing the 1 of 9 cost Zoro. It's just a 1 of that's searchable. I just didn't want to lose the yellow, so I have it as a 1 of. Moving on the 2Ks for the Shimotsuki 2K. Usually don't play this card out. It's kind of just a searchable 2K, but it's pretty good against Rayleigh. You can play it to KO the buggies that you can't get rid of. I have for the Tashigi 2K. It's not searchable, but it's just a protection effect. Like playing this and then playing the Zoro on the next turn, the 9 cost. Kind of conceal games if they're going slow, or it's just good against like UP as well. You can play this early on, protect your 5 cost bodies from God Thread, or your Mihawks from Red Rock. It's very good. 1 of the PRB Zoro, searchable, and it's a blocker. Helps you play around Hody if you ever need to. I have finally 3 of the X-Drake 2Ks from the starter deck. Just lets you rest a character. It's like if you're really missing like the Tashigi and you only can find this, then it helps you rest it in the late game for you to like go to game if they have 2 blockers. Playing 2 of the 9 sword Blades Deadman's Game. I felt like 3 was just too much, and usually I would always see 1 of these throughout the whole game, so I think it was a good number. I'm playing 3 of the Restand event. Pretty standard, like just helps you go for game. Just swing 12-12 into their face at the end of the game when they're at 1 life. Usually don't have a ton of cards in hand. It's your game ender card, very good. Then I'm playing the 1 of Rashimanjiro, or 2 sword style Rashomon. You can rest 2 Dons after playing it, so 3 Don total to KO 2 your opponent's rested characters with a base cost of 4 or less, and your leader gains 3k during this battle for its counter effect. Super good against Rayleigh. This is the main reason why I put it in here, and it's okay in the mirror to get rid of the 4 cost Zoro. And if you run into any like random like board swarm rogue decks, it's good against those as well. but I think it was a one of that's searchable, and the worst case scenario it's counter, so I like it. In hindsight, with my deck list, I would probably change out the 9-cost Zoro with another restand event, because honestly I don't think like should be teching for yellow that much, and I feel like that matchup, their yellow matchup's not that great anyway, where the 9-cost Zoro will help that much. It's like specifically just a Nell that it helps against. But if you play against like Yellow Kid or something, I feel like the 9-cost Zoro will help a ton, just because they can get you down low pretty quick with the Hawkins and 8-drop Kid, so that you might just not have time to play it. I think those are the two like main yellow decks I was worried about. And Kata also goes pretty quick, so I feel like you don't have time to play it against Kata either. But yeah, that's the list. For what I played into, I played into round one. I played against a P Luffy. I won the die roll, took first from him, and just saw curve and beat him. He only saw one giant, and he was running blast breath, so he was forced to blast breath one turn, and he just didn't have enough Dawn to like get out another Big Mom or like Kata. So that was I just ended up aggroing him down. Round two, I played against UP Luffy. I won the die roll. I think I chose to go second. Again, just saw curve, and he didn't get a Sanji combo off once he hit when he had leader effect the first time. He was forced to just play 8-cost Luffy from hand and to like bounce my Koshiro and like swing at a body. But since he only had one body and his cards at hand was already low, I was able to pressure the Luffy while establishing like a Mihawk, and he eventually lost the body, and I still had board presence, so it was hard for him to get bodies out while also holding up enough Dawn for him not to die to a 12k from lead. So it was pretty good. Round three, I played against Zoro, Green Zoro. I won the die roll, but I lost. I didn't end up seeing my 4-cost Zoro on curve, and he saw his on 5, and he was able to establish it before me, and he was able to just out aggress me with that value, so I couldn't take that. Round four, I played into a Rayleigh. I won die roll, chose second, and I won. He didn't see Luffy. He only saw one Luffy, I think, but he saw a lot of rushers, which made the game pretty hard. It came down to the wire. I had to go for game when he had like 2 life, and I had restand event and like a Mihawk or something. So that was that. Round 5, I played another Rayleigh. I won the die roll, chose second again. And I won the game. He saw 2 Luffy combos with Sanji, 2 Luffy Sanjis, but I saw Rashomon draw. I was able to starve off the aggro. And again, I had to go for game when he had like 2 life, and I had like 2 bodies and restand event. So it came down to the wire again. He had like 2 open Dawn, so I was playing around Conqueror Hockey and Rad Beam, but I didn't see him search any of it. And turns out he was bluffing them the whole time. He's had like a full hand of like 2Ks and 1Ks and some bricks, and just none of the Rad Beam or Conquerors, so I was able to take it. Round 6, I played against another Rayleigh. 3 Rayleighs in a row was kind of scary for me. I lost the die roll, but he made me go second, which I was probably going to choose anyway. And again, he saw 2 Luffy Sanji combos like the previous guy, but I was able to also see Rashomon draw this game. I was able to search it out. My opening hand had 2 of the searchers, so I was able to search out top 10 of my deck, and I found it there, which was nice. So I was able to start off the aggro again and ended up getting a narrow win, being able to lethal him. He only had 2 cards in hand, 2 life. I had Tashigi, Perona, my leader, and a restand event. I was able to swing 7 with Tashigi, got the 2 cards out, swung 5 with Perona. He had to take, and then swung 9-9 with my lead, guaranteeing lethal. Then round 7, I played into UP Luffy. I lost the die roll. I think he made me go second, and I was able to take it just playing normally. He hit 1 Luffy Mihawk combo, but his hand was pretty bricked up early, so he had to go down to 0 really fast. And then from that point, he just had to play on the defensive for the whole game. I was just consistently swinging at him big, forcing out events and stuff. And I was able to force him into a giant Hell's Judgment turn, so he didn't get leader effect. And then after that, I went for game. Round 8, I played another UP Luffy. I wanted to die roll. I chose second because it was working for me the whole entire day. And same thing, same game plan. Just came aggroing him down, and he just wasn't able to hold up Dawn and establish bodies to threaten my life at the same time. So I was able to just slowly bleed him out until he had a hand of until his stack wasn't that good, so he had to bottom it, and his hand didn't have a ton of counter events anymore, so I just went in and got him. Round 9, I played into a Bonnie. I wanted to die roll. I chose first. I chose second, actually. I didn't really know the matchup a ton, but I just went second just to, be able to play out bodies on, 4-cost Zoro on 4, Tashigi on 6, Mihawk on 8. I thought that was good enough, to establish bodies so I can get multiple swings a turn. He was on Pedro's, which was pretty scary, but I was able to see 4-cost Zoro on curve before he played his Pedro, meaning that I had another swing after I played Tashigi, so he had to choose to rest my Tashigi with leader effect and blow it up with Pedro, or to blow up my 4-cost Zoro. And if he chose the Tashigi, he'd be getting more value, but I'd be aggressing him more because I had another body to swing with that turn. The game ended up being a pretty long game, but I was able to just play on curve and spit out bodies while resting his and aggressing his life. I played exceptionally safe. I was always playing around Hody and 10-cost Dofi, so it made the game go longer, but I was kind of guaranteeing that I would never die on the clapback, which made it hard for him because at multiple points in the game he thought he was really contemplating going for Hody and then trying to game me, but because of the way I was playing, it made it hard for him to do that. But in hindsight, my hand was pretty counter heavy, so I feel like I could have been more aggressive and tried to end the game quicker before he drew into outs. Because I think the only way I lose that game was if he started chaining 10-cost Dofis, and just by giving him more turns, he was able to play out 5-cost Bonnies and cycle his hand. So I feel like I should have just kept going in and made sure he wasn't able to get to that point if he ever did. But he ended up not, and I ended up winning. So it was very good. Finished X1. Had a pretty good day, pretty good Sunday. And it was a fun time. It was my first online. I recommend that you guys should also try online. It's pretty lax. Just make sure that if you're worried about cheating, to be recording your games, but you do have to ask permission to post them. But yeah, I didn't do any recording. I kind of forgot. I was too lazy. But yeah, it was a good time. That's my recap. Have a nice day, guys.